Good morning, ladies and evening gentlemen, and people who can't say their worms correctly. We are about to play some more Oxygen Not Included. And included in that will be plenty of oxygen. And possibly some struggling. And a little bit of panic. Followed by some mild depressing dad jokes. So, why don't we see if we can get right back into it, where we find Ellie just trying to set this up. Oh, I remember this. Don't you remember this? Yes, because we couldn't get a liquid lock, so we couldn't pump all the oxygen out. Yeah, what a nightmare. Okay. But we do have some super coolant here, so we could put a little drop of that somewhere around here. In the hopes it won't actually end up in here. Let's get cracking. I hope you're well, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a fantastic July. We do have to send our intrepid Ellie back, don't we? Yes, we do. Into the mixing machine. We have to send her back. Come on down. Come on down. You are the next contestant. Build that one there back. That one doesn't matter. But, yeah. Come on. That can't be more important than this, surely. This little wire here is like a level 9 priority. That wire there is a 6. So I suggest it was done in the library with the... No, we won't go down the... Right, come on. Let's get on with it. We're doing that just so that we can walk through this area should we need to. Place another block right there. All this should be hopefully pretty chill, so that when the steam makes it to here, it'll actually make some little blobs around here that'll hopefully stay there long enough for us to pump a vacuum. Okay, so we've got a little bit of iron sat here. So we do need to get her trained up in the arts of auto sweeperage. What's she doing now? Oh, she's coming to build that. She's done all of this section. Okay, good. We'll just chuck her in here. I think I'll wait for her to get to bed. Chuck her in there in the morning. Have a great night's sleep, Ellie. You're going in the shaker tomorrow. Because we need to give her proverbial, where is she? Okay, on another planet, so she'll be down here. Yeah, we need to give her mechatronics, don't we? Try and do that now. She's gonna get over her morale requirements, which means she'll start smashing stuff up. So let's actually double check inside the new interior. Oh, while she's having a poop, her Atmo suit is filling up with oxygen. That's lovely, isn't it? 25 kilos, that's done. And now the pipe is going to refill. That is awesome. Like that. Yep, 200 kilos, so that's done. Now the pipe can continue, because this pump is only a little one, it only pumps 50 kilos. But because it only works overnight, and the following day she takes her Atmo suit, there's a warm one there that needs to go in the skip. She will come out. And at the point when she comes out, she should probably take that Atmo suit with her to repair it, because there's only 2 left in here. Right. Atmo suits appear to be only 200 kilos each. If you want them to put like 3 and they set it to 600 kilos. There we go. Awesome sauce. Let's get Ellie up. And oh, it's a game save already. Fandango-tastic. Right. Oh, crikey. She's really slowing down, isn't it? Holy molies. Hello. Game. Wakey game. Crikey. So, Annie will come and put her suit back on. Gonna take that one with her? No, she's not. Oh, what a shame. Okay, so let's pop back to Frigilia and see what's going on. She's already run in here to go and do some job somewhere. What job are you coming to do exactly? Oh, she's going to do that. Okay, fair enough. We will chuck her in the skill scrubber. In there, Ellie. That's your main job. Sorry. We don't need that being done. We need you to be shaken and not stirred. And we need you to be able to learn mechatronics so you can put this auto sweeper in. Unfortunately, it's going to be too late. By the time she's learnt it, this iron will have cooled down too much. I was going to chuck it on the conveyor to get it going around. No. So, if we were to bring a little bit now, if that runs, if that ever manages to run, it will dump the water there. But I don't think that's going to work. You see, there is a layer of oxygen in here. Well, actually, there's 3 layers of oxygen in here. And that will prevent any steam reaching the turbine. So I doubt it would even if it did manage to make a bit of steam, I doubt it would work. Oh, it is going to erupt though. Next dormancy is only in 2.1 cycles. So if we do get any water, it should drip down here. But it will still freeze at this point because let's not click on the conveyor rail. Let's click on water. Because water freezes at minus 0.6. So this has still got a bit of warming up to do. If it's ever going to be warm enough to make a liquid lock. We could check out what... we could just put a bit of... once this has gone dormant, we'll just put a drop of supercoolant there and sweep it all out, pump it all out. That'll be fine. In fact, in preparations for that, I will bust this tile here when she gets out of the shaker. You're in the shaker? Yeah, she's getting shaken all right. I need to set that to granite because that's annoying me. I want to sweep this granite up. Raw mineral. Granite. That gives it somewhere to go now, so it can be moved. Okay, right. So this is dropping into here. It will probably flash to steam, I reckon. The steam, I don't think there's any point to it. I'm going to snip that off. I'm going to connect that back to there. In fact, I probably would just be better off not letting the steam turbines run at all. I think. We got some steam in here. Yeah, we got some steam. Hard to tell. That bottom bit is steam and the top layer is oxygen. So it's preventing the turbines from running because they haven't got any. Can't get to the steam. Can't get to them. And there's also a bit of carbon dioxide in here. That's interesting. How did you get inside? I think that'll probably be its last run. Next dormancy 1.8. I might get one more run out of it before it goes dormant. This is okay. I think we can actually get rid of that, can't we? How much is in here? Oh, I don't know. We'll leave it. There is a chunk of ice still here. And there's also something else we could do with the air pipes with this. Instead of running it like that, we could run it down here. You know those powerless Air filters. We could run it through here. If we hadn't built all this stuff, we could just run it here. But that stuff is there, and I don't really want to delete it. So, you've been shaken up yet? She's out, isn't she? Right, good. So if we go skills, Ellie has now got lots of skillage ability. We need mechatronics engineers, so we need to do this. That's her job now. She should be able to fill. Yep, once she's been for the mini pod, we're also going to give her the ability to wrangle. And then she can wrangle up all these guys and shove them back in there again. I think that's a good idea. Not right now, because she'll go back up there to the mini pod. I wanted to come and build this. Right, okay, so the plan could be we'll build one of those airless filters. Means we could bring it. Actually, there's not a lot of point. If we cycle the ice around, it will just yeah, if I make sure that liquefiable is not selected, we want it to run one more time so that it's not going to run again. It will be dormant for what was that, 20 something cycles, 28 cycles or something. Yeah, so I think the easiest way to do that would be to cycle that ice around, make that all condense into water again, and then we'll just put in a drop of supercoolant. Right just there. That'll be perfect. Put that there. And we'll come up and see if we can get access to a bit of supercoolant. Do we have any on the way? No, we don't. So I think the easiest way to get a little bit, well, either stealing it from a pipe, one of these pipes, we could kind of let a bit go in there and then grab it. That would work, because we only need a drop just here. If it's not going to erupt, it's not going to get hot, is it? So we just need a drip just there. And then we can pump all the gas, as long as there's no steam, we can pump everything out. It'll be empty for ages. So we just need a little bit. I think, yeah, we've got some in here to make up for it. So what we can do, a little cheat, is, yeah. Let's pop that to there and that to there. It'll get a bit confused. It will go both directions. Is that going to go there? Yes, it is. Excellent. Well, there you go. Now we've got two little packets. Can she empty pipes? No, because we never gave her that ability. Oh well. If we dig that out, it's going to come down here and splash. Yeah, I'll just give her the skill. It's fine. 2 more skill points. We can always chuck her in the skill scrubber again, can't we? And then that gives her the skill to empty pipes. We can use this over here, the empty pipe tool. We can go plunk on there and on there. But I will drop a little bottle out. There we go. Woo woo. Are you going to do it? Oh, she's going to do this instead. Rather you didn't. There isn't much left of it to do, to be fair. Yeah, now go and do that, please. Please. Do all of this, and I don't think it's going to be necessary because this thing will go dormant right after the next eruption. 1.4 cycles, and it erupts in 0.8. So we'll just leave it to cycle again. One last go. Hopefully nothing will break in here. We'll have to rebuild it if it breaks. Why don't you go and do the bloody job I have subscribed to you to? Okay, never mind. Maybe she will tomorrow. Once she's got nothing else to do. I could delete these jobs and just say no, don't do them at all. But, you know, they need doing. So while she's asleep, let's pop over and have a look at what we're doing on some other places. This is all set up, but we need to return bog jelly to the menu. So we need edible on here. Where's edible gone? Edible's there, you blind bunker. Oh, it's about to automatically open, so we'll just leave that to do automatically what it should automatically do. Has this got incredibly hot? That looks all steamy around here. Yeah, look at that. I don't like that very much. It's all... Oh, there's regolith there. It's probably very hot. Let's dig that out. That piece of regolith can go. And they didn't get enough glass to build the rest of this, which is why it fell down here. Caused a bit of mayhem. And what we're going to do, I think, is we need to contain this water or send it this direction so we can either increase this up to there. We need to contain this somehow so that it doesn't get, you know, covered in water at inopportune moments. I think we'll just drop another ladder right down. Where are we going to go from? On there. Another ladder around here. And then maybe a third one just within range of grabbing hold of that. Oh, I see bog jelly. I hadn't seen dead people. Right, so then we can finish digging that across the bottom there, and they can build this airflow tile in. And once that is done, we can dig through this section and let this water go this way. And we can continue this airflow tile up. Actually, if we're going to do the airflow tile up, I'd rather bring this in by one. Be a lot easier. So we'll cancel that bit there and bring that down to there and dig that. At least that gives them something to do, doesn't it? Body temperature. What's wrong with this? So what's your body temperature? Too hot. 44 degrees. Crikey, it is warm, but then there's a bunch of... Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough. So what's creating all this water here? Let's mop this up. Maybe that will stop. Okay, back to our project. Our project of many times. Oh, right, okay. So it still hasn't erupted yet. So I'm hoping things don't decide to melt when it does erupt, because there'll be some hot steam in here and it won't be able to get to the turbines to run. She can now deconstruct this pipage. Don't want that. That can go. Power to that can be turned off, I think. Yeah, we'll turn it off for now. Don't think we need it. We may have to plug it in, so I'm not going to delete it. Just to give a bit of temperature, because we're going to put a little drop of liquid right there. Oh, I think she's done one, so there's super coolant there. Make sure that's only set to petrol. Nothing else is set to super coolant. Oh. Yep, no, nothing's set to super coolant. There we go. Good job, good job. Hopefully this all doesn't overheat. It's going to erupt in a minute. I'd rather leave it and just let it erupt. Just makes sense to me. Let it do what it's going to do. Hopefully the steam will stay contained within. But you never know. It might not. I would like to throw the ice on there before it erupts. No, should I? That might make it melt and then that will give that something to absorb into. So that probably is a good idea. Let's whack liquid fireball up on there. It can't get ejected from the system because that pump is in the way. But it should get hot enough to melt on the rail. And that should give that, when this erupts, something to dump its heat into. Back into the water. Has that still got ice on it? Yes, it has. I'm surprised. It might make a couple of laps then. Wow, I'm shocked. Thought that would have melted pretty darn quickly. I think it's reducing how much steam is in here. Yeah, it's condensing the steam. I think. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it's cooling down the steam. Yeah, there we go. We're starting getting water now. Some of it's melting off the rails. That should help. That should give this volcano something to dump its heat into. 93 seconds, not soon enough, hey? That was pretty close. Have you taken all the ice now? No, there's still ice there. Ice, baby. I suppose we'll just carry on chucking the ice in there because we've got a... We don't want to mess around with the gas pipe and putting filters on it and stuff like that. I think this is probably the easiest. Just let it do its thing. Hopefully we can melt all this ice. How long? 44 seconds. Wow, 93 seconds takes a long time when you're counting it. I'm shocked. Come on, some of you start to melt. Come on, you can do it. You know you want to. You really want to, don't you? Yes, you do. You know, it's like... Just want to melt for me so that we can get all this ice. I don't think we're going to get all this ice done. It's not going to happen, is it? I was hoping for it, but it's not going to happen. Never mind. Then we'll have to wait like 28 cycles before we actually get any... Oh, there we go. I think that is now just sat in oxygen now, so we might have to dump the ice and stop it from running. Otherwise it's going to overheat. And I don't want it overheating again. Not that it matters. We've got lots of steel now. We've got 623 kilos left to play with. We used a whole... I think we brought 10 kilos with us, or was it 20? And we sent another 5 kilos. 5,000. Yeah. So we used... I think we've either used 15 or 25. Tons. Yeah. 1,000 grams. That's a lot of steel. But we'll get a lot of iron back from this process, so that'll be good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, that's now erupted. There is 700-degree iron sat there in this water. And we'll just allow that to cool off, I guess. See if it turns to... manages to heat this up hot enough to turn to steam, but I don't think it's going to. Cooling down pretty rapidly. Awesome. There's way too much water in here and we still haven't got rid of all the ice. But that's fine. At least now we can pump it all out. This thing will now go dormant in 0.5 cycles. But it doesn't erupt for another 1.2. So, yep, that's it. It's dormant now. For about, what, 28? 27 cycles? Yeah, not like that. Crikey. Okay, that should be the easiest way of doing it. This will cool down now. There's a little bit here as well, and that's where we dropped some of the ice. So now we can bust this open. Make sure there is no steam. I don't think there is. This is all oxygen and a little bit of carbon dioxide for good measure. So we can deconstruct that tile there. I think she's gone to bed now, hasn't she? Ah, typical. Crikey. Yeah. Well, she's coming down to do it, but by the time she gets down there, she'll go, and go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't even get that far. Like, food. That's what she's thinking about. Food. Well, yeah, I suppose so. I agree totally. I did think of a way of getting this salt out, you know. we nick that bottom corner, we put a sweeper here and a bin, storage bin, and we set it to salt, the sweeper will take that salt out of the corner. A bit like how we're doing this thing here, where it's sort of, it can see through the corner to load the payload opener. You know, a bit like that. Let me check the skills and see. If Ellie was to get a bit of critter ranching, she could do critter ranching and not get overboard. Alright, fair enough. She can do that before she gets skill scrubbed. And then she can have her rocket piloting back. I don't like leaving my astronaut without rocket piloting skill. It seems a bit dangerous. If something was to happen, you know, she can't fly her own rocket back home. Which would probably be bad. Let's go and see what a mess they've made of this ladderage that we were building. Over on... have they done anything? Probably not. Oh, they've dug out under the bottom. That's fair enough. Well, they could get to that a lot easier, I guess. Yeah, because they can climb down there. So that is actually not been dug, because that's weird. When you assign a build order over the top of something, it gets a double order. It gets a build and a dig order. So they will do the dig orders that don't have any other orders first, and they'll step over something like that, which I find very fascinating. That's how it works. But there you go, that's how it works. So we can't complain. I'm thinking of leaving the plants in situ. They might continue to grow, but they might not get enough atmosphere to grow. Well, we'll see. Or they might get too hot if the the cool steam vent, the hot cool steam vent, decides to make them too hot to grow. That's probably what's going to happen. It hasn't stifled their growth yet because it's been underwater, so it hasn't really been able to run. But once all this gets done, yeah. Sweep up the food, pop it in there. Excellent job, well done you. Depleted uranium in there, and some steel. Nobody likes mopping, do they? I probably don't give my dupes the mop skill priority very high. Yeah, I probably don't. We'll make it a 6, but I don't think it will get done. Oh, there's some red bolts being fired around. That's the bog jelly on its way to Grosselin. Let's pop back to Lavini. See if everything's okay. Looks calm. All calm. Let's go. Oh, this is all... Yeah, that's empty, so that's turned off. That's good. And has a radiation problem. Every time they go outside, they go, oh no, there's a radiation problem. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Right, so... What am I doing? I came in here for a reason. Oh yes, that's right. I want to send a little bit more glass over the yonder. I'll drop that in there for now. It's not automatic, so they'll fill that when that door closes. I should have made an automatic room to do it by now, but we got carried away doing other things. Oh, see, I thought that would happen. I wasn't certain. I was like, where's this dripping from exactly? Yeah, I think we've got to cover these two. Can you... Oh, you can draw over them. Yeah, do that, because I think they're holding the heat, because their bunker tiles are made of steel. And they're very hot, which I think is keeping this going. Although that should be pretty darn hot. Yeah, never mind. Maybe it will help. Who knows? We're not going to be there to find out. So, go to here, go liquid. And, ooh, actually, before we do anything like that, let's put a block there. We know what happened last time. So if we place a block right there. Oh, thank you, sweeper arm. That was very handy of you. Right, yeah, the sweeper just picked up the granite and put it there. What's in here? Oh, plastic. Yeah, we'll have some plastic. Why not? Right, come on down. You are the next contestant on the build this tile because I need to do stuff. Hurry up about it. Yeah, I should have put in some rails. Right, build that. Yep. Now, you. I need you set to supercoolant. Plop, boom, boom. And then we'll just reset her job order by making her move. And that hopefully will mean that she's got this errand now. Current errand. There we go. The errand of currents. Now, hopefully this means this thing will be dormant, so therefore she can chuck in some supercoolant. It'll put a little blob there, and we can get this done because it's dormant. It doesn't really matter. So we can do that. Oh, look how that's gone there. Crikey. All we need is this little blob here. That's the main thing. We can now deconstruct that. We don't need to worry about radiation. It's just them running outside. When they go and do digging and stuff outside, they don't like it very much. Right, come and dig this tile out, please. And that now gives us a little tiny blob of supercoolant right there. And this is dormant, so it's not going to erupt. It says it's going to erupt, but because it says next dormant, it's 0 seconds. When that finally gets to the point where it thinks it should erupt, it will say dormant instead. So now we can connect that. Boom. Now I do want to check with the supercoolant. What's its like freeze point? Supercoolant solid. It won't turn to a solid till it gets -271. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? So you can freeze all you like around here, and you're not freezing that supercoolant. But it can turn to a gas at 436, and we did get sour gas in here, so I guess the iron volcano could potentially, if it was running, flash it to the gas form of supercoolant. It would soon go back to normal, I guess. So we can pump all of this out, and there's still some iron sat here. But yeah, we've just got to wait. There's a vacuum right on this tile, so nothing can get in and out. We just got to wait for it to pump it out now. When it does pump it out, unfortunately, if we do run anything like the auto sweeper, it's going to get hot. I would like to just like cycle out some of this junk. We might get her to sweep it out instead. Right, while she's not got anything to do, I think we should add to this rail, shouldn't we? We should send this output rail. Now, how are we going to do this? We got a little bit of gold amalgam, we got some wolframite, and a bit of steel, and a bit of copper ore. I think it might be a little bit of a mishmash. We might make it out of a bit of everything. We can't go through there because that is neutronium, so we'd have to go. Unfortunately, I'd rather up inside a tile most of the way. We might have to come round and go up the tile there to do that. I'm going to look a bit weird. I'd rather it was in the tile. Keeps it. Oh, we could come up this way and jump. And we could go right up this tile here. That seems better, doesn't it? And that will come out to there. Let's use our bit of copper ore. No, let's use steel here. Like that. Then we'll go to wolframite. We're using everything. Oh dear, we'll have to send some more steel over in that case then. That's not going to work, is it? Well, she can reach most of this, so we'll let her get on with it. She can reach, she can do. Actually, I don't think she's got the skill, has she? Skill required operation. Yeah, she can't. Oh, hang on. Isn't that what we respect her for? Yeah, mechatronics, so she can do it. Okay. And then we'll give her a bit of ranching. She'll go up there and do that now. I should have waited till she'd finished, but it doesn't really matter. And then we can finally clean up these critters that are everywhere. Wrangle you. You're already wrangled, but I'm going to put you to a higher priority. You're going to get wrangled. This one's going to get wrangled. Crikey, they're annoying me. They're all over the place. They all escaped. Well, it might be a case of doing them one at a time instead of like that, because by the time she's wrangled them all up, they'll probably because they get the trust state. And by the time she's wrangled them all up, they'll probably untrust themselves. There we go. Dig that out. Excellent. Good job. Yeah, that shouldn't be radioactive there because they're buried. We should be fine. Now, do we start that back up again? Because we've got like these coming on online. That one will be. And that one will be in 6 cycles, and that one will be in 4. I think I'll wait because we're running this gas pump. 140. We'll let that pump out. It shouldn't take long. There's more materials, more iron being dumped into the cooling chamber. That's awesome, isn't it? It's great. I like it. There's an Atmos suit. We'll mark that with the sweep order. That's been fixed. There you go. This ladder is now done. That's where we're going to put the fire pole, although I don't think it would be very useful over there. I suppose we could put the fire pole this side, couldn't we? That would be much more useful. We'd have to move the exosuit forge. We'd have to steal this tile here, I think. Yeah, drop it down here. That probably would be more useful. The dig order on the ladder was mainly just to bring her down here, so there was a reason for it down here to do the work. Because then she'll look for the next nearest job. We're already going down to milligrams while she's sleeping. We seem to have plenty of battery power for this. Nice. Just let her decide what she wants to do tomorrow. She's got all the job orders. She can do what she wants. I want to make sure that is a higher priority, because if anything, all this water comes through, it would break that tile. But airflow tiles are infinitely strong. They will not break through water pressure. Why they make very good entries for things. But when people make the infinite storages and things. Cycle 2000. I occasionally find myself contemplating just how long eternity is. Oh dear. Yes, Cycle 2000. Not bad at all. Congratulations on Cycle 2000. There's a bit of ethanol there. Where did that come from? The door is open. Does that mean it's sent some food? Oh, it has. Okay, fair enough. I thought we'd run out of food then for some reason. Excellent. I like it. Things is going right. So we need to send that glass over. Let's go back to Lavini. They should have filled it by now, so we can dump that in. Oh, all right. Dump the glass in, and it can get put in there. Send over. They can finally finish their job. Excellent. Seems to be all ticking over. Let's check on things. I can't remember how many times I put Ashcan in here. I don't want to put him in a 4th time until I've checked. That's probably dormant now. Yep. Gold Volcano is like just ticking over all by itself. Fine. How much is in here now? 667 kilos per tile. That's quite good. It's running nicely. I'll have to come in and dig this out, I think, before these do too much more. Yeah, I'll have to come in and dig this triangle out again. We've done it before. We sent Ashcan in there to do the job. Do the job that no one else is allowed to do. Current wattage is pretty high. Let's drop that a bit. That's a bit much. I don't want it going over, because then all we're doing is just wasting power trying to cool them down. Because we're not paying attention, they could be overheating and getting repaired. We're not really looking. Yeah, if I had another aluminium volcano, which we actually do, I would not put a thermo-aqua tuner in it, and I'd use three turbines on it. Cool the materials down. Because that aluminium is such a good conductor of heat. Hiya, Cavity. How do I create waterfalls? I'm trying to trick my liquid pump to turn on, even if it's not submerged. Well, with the liquid pump, there's a trick that people use to pump magma. I've not done it myself, but there is a way where you use a liquid pump. Plumbing, liquid pump. And the tile where the liquid is, like the magma, would be here. But to trick it into actually pumping, it will pump from there and there. So if you put another tile, let's grab a tile. You put a tile. Right, there's your magma there. You put a tile here. You can put a liquid here on this tile. And the pump will think, oh, I must pump that liquid out. And it will also pump the magma. Maybe that would help. It would actually, yeah, so you have the magma here, but you have your liquid dripping here. Make sure it's a tiny, tiny amount. Oh, they're going to build it. So you'll have a liquid dripper somewhere here, either there or there, dripping down. The pump will instantly try to pump this liquid, but will also pump some magma at the same time. Yeah, you don't need to build this, guys. That was just for an example. So you need to use one of those plumbing. Where am I going? I'm going to go over here. You need to use one of those plumbing tricks where it always drips out a tiny, tiny amount. So you'd use one of those liquid valves on it. And you drip whatever the liquid is down here or here. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's there, right on the pump. And then the pump will see that liquid and pump. But it will also grab some of the magma underneath. That should be... But you've got to set it to a teeny tiny amount. I can't remember how much it is they set it to. I do remember seeing it. I've not actually done that myself. That is something I probably should do at some point. Yeah, they're building everything. But yeah, they don't need to build that. So that way your pump is not touching the magma, but the magma is in a tile that the pump can receive from. But obviously, if you're dripping a liquid that close to it, you want to make sure the pump has got somewhere to pump to. And obviously, you need a filter. Filter that back out and drip it back down again to make it pump again. So it goes in a loop. It will drip the liquid down here, and it's got to be a liquid that can take the temperature as well. So it's going to be very, very hot in that area, I would imagine. Even if it's a vacuum, the pipes will get hot having magma going through them. So I've not actually tried it, and I don't know which liquid they use. Can't remember. You don't want to use, say, petrol or something that could flash to sour gas. Ah, she's been wrangling. Now this one's now full of 464. That's waiting for this to kick in 6 cycles. This one will kick in 3.6 cycles. And this one will be, well, you know, what will be, insufficient steel. Let's go back to Lavinia and send a bit more steel over then, shall we? Oh, yeah, there's a pump. So we want to set this one to even more steel. Yeah, let's send, say, 3,000. And we'll make manufactured material, steel. Actually, make it 5,000. Someone should get that errand pretty darn quick. Yes, they use the powerless filter to pump out the drop of liquid that they're using to trick the pump into pumping out. That way, whatever that liquid is a tiny, tiny amount, but it's just enough to trick the pump into activating. Suck up some of the magma as well. But the trick is never to let the two meet. If the two meet, you'll have, whatever, gas on your hands to deal with. Because the magma will probably flash it straight to whatever its gaseous state is if they actually come in contact with each other. Come on, give me some more steels, please. How much steel do we have here now? 30 tons. We should have plenty in this container now. Well, they're off doing stuff. Come on, bring me the last bit. That should be all of it. 5 tons. Excellent. Thank you very much. Drop that on the floor. And send that over. And that will now go along the train, along this conveyor, down and across and into the interplanetary launcher. And the interplanetary launcher is set to send 200 kilo capsules to Frigita, which is where we're doing this work. So this can't be built by the look of it, so let's cancel some of this. We'll come back and build that with steel when it arrives. It won't take long. Very quick. That does mean then that we could potentially sweep up some of this junk. I will cancel that one. Don't need to sweep that up. And maybe we'll put in a few batteries. Yeah, we can do that with iron. There. Do it all the way along. That will give us a lot of battery storage. And we'll have to do a test to see whether we can actually run the darn thing on the power of these batteries overnight. We'll find out. Such things as these. Well, that's an annoying noise. Right, okay. Then we'll make that bit a bit higher. That bit a bit lower. And that was on a very high priority, was it? No. Right, there's some boldy buns in there, I see, so there must be some sheared stuff around. There's a tiny bit of hydrogen. They can actually grow their back if they actually manage to get into that little patch of hydrogen. A little tiny little area there. I've got to put these back into wrangle mode because I think they escaped. At least that one did. There's another one, isn't there? No escapes. Uh-oh. Save game. That is a 2-cycle save game. It used to be 1, and then it went to 5, and then it went to 2. Well, and then it went back to 1 again, and it went to 2. I'm getting braver. Mainly because I think I know what caused the problem last time. I stopped saving so frequently. I think it was because I sped the game up. Quite considerably. I put it on triple speed like most people play it at. I generally don't. That does mean that my builds might not work when the games run super fast. That's a bit. But never mind, it might not. I will find out. Right, if this guy's going to be in here, then we need to be able to get down to get him. So we'll put a couple of ladders in as well. Yeah. And yeah, you're going to move the granite. Oh, move the granite, that's fine. I don't like it being sat in the way. I don't even like this bit of water here. I'd rather it was all mesh tiles, to be fair. But if we send enough steel over, we potentially could do that. Haha, we now have a vacuum. We can deconstruct the gas pump at this point. Thank gosh for that. That took a while, but we probably just should have waited for the thing to go dormant. Let's deconstruct this. Get rid of that. You can go as well, please. This will be on the highest priority. And let's make sure none of this is on the highest priority. No, it's not. The wrangle is on the high priority. Actually, might go and do that first. Clean up the granite. I don't know why they don't take all of it, because they can carry a lot. There you go, just chuck it in there. Bit more granite to go. And how long is this dormant for? 28, was it? 25.8 cycles. Nice. That should mean then that this one will be active. This one will be active. This one should probably go dormant. Yeah, in 10 cycles. This one will be active in 25. So we should always have at least 2 running at any one time. That should be nice. Plus a little top up from the solar power, but not much. Look at that. It's pathetic. Oh, zoom. Here comes our delivery. Steel from space. Did we connect that? Oh yeah, I remember now. We connected it to that. So it drops in here. The tin opener is working. Food gets dropped in there. Dog food. In this case, it's steel. 200 kilos of steel on its way. We'll wait. We'll wait for a bit more to show up. There comes another one. There goes another 200 kilos. Awesome. Wonder where that little tiny puff of hydrogen came from. Maybe we could run some hydrogen into this room, sort of actually shape it correctly. So they actually can grow their very asses back. Yeah, we probably could. Just put a couple of airflow tiles in the bottom. And put a oxygen generator, one of the which one, the electrolyzer there, just get it to puff a few puffs of hydrogen up here. That'd work. It's not urgent at all. Right, we've now done this. So the last part that we were waiting to put in, now got a vacuum. Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you very much. That is water, not supercoolant. That is the supercoolant there. Okay, how are we doing for supercoolant? Yeah, nice. So what we can do now is put in the last piece, which was the conveyor shutoff. We want to make that out of steel, and we want to put it right there. And there is a piece of steel there, which is getting automatically loaded in. Thank you very much. And how much water have we got in here? I think we've got plenty, so we can actually deconstruct you. We didn't pump out any of the water, so we didn't actually need that. In fact, that's probably too much water. But if we want to get rid of some, if it's too high a pressure in here, we can do the other. We can just extend this and put another vent here, just to drip out some of the water when the turbines are running. If we need to. We might not need to. Be fairly high pressure. There we go. Get rid of that. That can now be swept up. So can that. I would get the automation to sweep it up, but yeah, that's not a good idea. It's not in an atmosphere, so it will overheat if it works too much. It should be fine for a little bit. Right. Hopefully she's bringing some steel. Got some steel with you? Or are you just coming to get the granite? Put that on a nice high priority so that gets done, and then we can brick this up and get it exists. No. Bring it up and go. Thank God for that. We're done now. So the items get put into here. The iron in this case gets put into here, goes round the conveyor, cooling down, putting its heat into the area, letting the turbines delete the heat and provide power. Gets to here and it will get temperature checked. That's a good point. We need to temperature check it, don't we? Yes, we do. So that means we need a conveyor rail thermosensor. Also, we'll make it out of steel. Probably isn't necessary to make it out of steel. It wouldn't get that hot in here that could melt it because it is an iron volcano after all. But we're going to make it out of steel. Everything else is. So we're going to do that. That can now be made out of steel and a little bit of power to conveyor wire. Automation wire to connect it to the shutoff. What we'll do is once that's done, we'll set it to a similar temperature to this one. Say this one's just on the temperature where a steam turbine can potentially run. And as the volcano erupts and it's incredibly hot, iron gets put on the rail. It circles around, dropping its heat into the steam. There's about 114 kilos of steam pressure in this room. That's probably what is ideal. It's not too much. It won't block the volcano from erupting. And it gives you a bit of free power, and it cools down the material. And we're going to take advantage of both of those features. So we want it, if the item on there drops below 127, maybe 128. Might change it to 128. There we go. Now we can remove this piece of granite. And we'll brick it back up. I'm not sure. That's probably cooled down too much now to actually generate any. Yeah, even if we cycled it, most of the space is going to be in a vacuum. So the only place it's going to be to lose its heat is in this stretch. And that's nowhere near turning to steam. Not even close. I'll place a tile there. Oh, well done, sweeper arm. You're very kind. And we'll just make sure she bricks that in before anything bad happens. You know what it's like. Bad things happen. All right. Come on in, Ellie. Don't go in there. Now, if I pause that. Yes. Oh, no, she's going to lunch. You pain in the butt. You really are, aren't you? Well, it's still a vacuum in here. It's not going to erupt, so that shouldn't change anything. Supercoolant can't exactly freeze, so we're good. We're good. Don't panic. Don't panic. We did build a little bit of wolframite rail. Tempted to go over it, though, with steel. Now let's... there isn't enough steel yet, I don't think. There we go. Did I change that to wolframite? Very rare wolframite. I thought I changed it to steel. Cancel. We'll wait for her to come through. And these two are still set to wrangle. She should come along and wrangle them. And then once this is done, what we're going to do is put one of those interplanetary launcher things right here. I think it should fit just there. I'm not going to use the steel at the moment because we need our steel. Are any more coming over? Any more coming? Yes, there is. I see some missiles in space. Coming over to the fridge. Oh, yeah. That one's got the entry. I didn't even know they had a difference in pattern. As it's entering, it's got like a... Yeah, so that should drop down any minute. Delivered more steel. Yep, there's another batch already coming through this ladder. I can see it. Boom. There we go. There's another patch. It will get swept in. Dropped inside there. Awesome spaghetti. I think we'll just reconnect this now. Where did I turn it off? I turned it off there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Now, we're slowly getting new batteries added to the system. I will suppress the icons on them just because they're annoying. Here comes another. That one's been done. That is just water. So when we build this tile here, that should push that water inside the room. That's fine. Okay. Then we've got to get this output connected to this line coming down the side here. Yeah, I think it might just be easier to drop a ladder in beside it. It might be. Even though we've already got technically a ladder there, it might just be easier to do that. Yeah. That'll give her something to do anyway. I wanted to wrangle those last dudes up. She's really not bothering with them, is she? I guess her wrangling is not very high priority because she's not really a rancher. Press that and suppress that, and look at them filling up with power. These are already chock-off full of power, and these haven't even kicked in yet. Nice. It's going well. I want to mop these blobs up that look weird because they got a different type of water there. This is plain water, and then polluted got dropped as some of these tiles were polluted ice. They melted and left some bizarre looking puddles. It still runs. It's not as much water there as it looks. It's because the game won't place them on the same tile. You kind of mix liquids. You have a tile of polluted and a tile of water next to each other. Right, let's choose a blueprint from here. We'll have a pinch of pepper seed. That'll do. Get rid of that. We're getting a little bit of power from this one. It's not a very powerful one. 293. I didn't check what this one was. What's this one? Average output 268. Oh, wow, that's even weaker. What's this one? 314. And 371. That was 293. Yes, these two down here are below 300 grams per second on average. That's if you averaged it over the full amount of time. So our plan is if we build enough batteries to store all the power we do generate, we might be able to keep it running overnight. And all that is just to run this. Run this red bolt generator so it can fire red bolts into there. And we're on 11%, so it's fine. I saw you pooping out slime. I saw you puffed. I think I didn't see you. So, yeah, it's just doing this bit here. Yeah, ranching is like her last ever priority in the world ever. So that'll take a while. We will have to run our cooling loop down here through these guys, and I'm actually tempted to run it slightly differently to how it's going now. Tempted to bring it out of the tank, down here, through these, back up here. But we still got to do these two turbines. Maybe we could come out, down, through those turbines, down here, through these turbines, and back up and carry on through the batteries and everything. Because it's got to keep this cool, and it's also keeping our auto sweeper cool for the payload opener, but that won't be necessary all the time. We might keep it as it's installed. We'll just keep it here. We're slowly getting more steel. 1500 steel has arrived from Lavini. Let's check the star map, and there should be some more on the way. Oh, look, there's 3. They've all got 200 each, and you can click on them in space and see what's in them. There's a 4th one coming up behind. There we go. Let's suppress these as she builds them. And we might even need to build more battery power because we just need the storage of power. Store all the power we are generating so that when we need it, mainly at night, when we're not here, we'll be totally self-sufficient if we've got enough storage of power. Build one more battery, would you? He likes to wander off after doing half a job. Take it back, Ellie. I'll take it back. There we go. Right. That is our battery bank for now. We may need to extend it, but for now, that we will see if that lasts, because we are running the red bolt generator now. This will be coming online in less than 2 cycles. And then that in 4 cycles, that one will be coming online as well. And we've just got to build this rail, connect it to the rail system going up to here, where all our iron is being dumped for now. And then we'll make another system from here to send the iron to the interplanetary launcher thing. Yeah. I don't want to build it just yet, but I think we can build it just here. Well, we might need some protection for all this system in case asteroids come after we've opened the temporal tear. That might be a thing, because we might have to protect all this with doors. We won't be able to protect the launcher very easily, though. We might have to just put a row of doors fairly low down, just here, just to protect this. Oh no, the solar panels will need protecting, won't they? Oh, that's going to be a problem. Oh well, we'll worry about that when the time comes to worry about that. There's no power in this bottom row of batteries. That's a little worrying, but then that's because nothing is producing any power. So we're just literally running off of what's in our batteries. Oh, and this. A little bit of solar power energy. Ah, we can now build this up. That's where the Weezwort used to be. Uh-oh, monitor wants to turn off. Don't turn off in the middle of a stream, please. Can't you dig that? That's granite. She can't dig it. Well, we'll let you do what you've got to do for now. Because we can't give you any more skills until we've scrubbed you, which means I want the critter ranching done. I'll just let her build what she can reach. We'll go to bed, depending on what you want to do. Now we need to see if this battery bank lasts all night. I think it should. There's plenty of power there by the look of it. These have probably stopped now. 4.7 watts. Yeah, they're pretty much off. So we shouldn't be getting any power from anything else. We're not getting any power from the rocket. All these have gone like unreachable and all that kind of thing, which is fine because that means she should theoretically now get on with wrangling. Want this tile done though. That would be an important one to build, please. And then this should be fairly near enough done. I think if we're going to drop the cooling loop through, we need to run it through this one, unless we're going to run one up here and drop the power down to it, which seems a bit pointless. So now we've done the cooling loop, we can actually put that back over here if we wanted to. Because it was just to make this sort of liquid lock area, was the reason I moved it away. We don't need it now. That can go, that can go. That will be built when she wakes up. This can all go now. Thank you for your service. You are most needed. Oh, maybe not actually. And that is our 2-cycle save game. Let's have a drink. Oh, yes. That hits the spot. Okay. Energy from the left outlet is used by the right outlets, unless you flip it. Right, here we go. What's wrong with that bit of wire? Can't that be deconstructed as well? Let's set all that bit to a 7. That's on a 9. Let's come and do this first, please. When you wake up, and you come out, if you come out, what you doing? Where are you? Probably already out and I've missed her somewhere. She's doing something else. Hello? Well, the suit wasn't full of air. He's waiting for a suit. Does that mean there's an, okay. There we go. Your suit's full now. Ah, that's normally filled overnight. Yeah, maybe it didn't have time. Okay. What we like for air pressure in here? Oxygen, 168 kilos of pressure. Crikey. Okay, I think you've got enough air pressure to keep going for a bit longer. Right, so she can't dig down here. She can do that tile. She can't do... Yeah, she can dig that one. You can do all of this area. We'll mop the supercoolant up. And we'll put another pitcher pump thing, bottle emptier thing over here. And then she can put the rest of the coolant in this tub here with the coolant. But we will need some more in this tank because that's not going to be enough to get all the way down here through there and back up again, is it? 900 is only 90 pipes with 10 kilos in it. And I don't think 90 is going to be that distance, is it? Let's check. That's going to be, what, 25? Well, maybe it will be enough. Another 25 odd back up the top again. Somewhere up, roughly 30, 60, maybe 90 is enough. I'd like to have extra in the tank if we can. We might send a little bit more over. We never got rid of the pipes. The pipes are all still there. Oh, that's more steel back. I forgot I made those out of steel. Excellent. And then when this is mopped, I will put this tile back and then we'll move the transformer back over here again. That seems like the best idea. Yeah, you can't reach that until we move the transformer anyway. But do we need the transformer? We could just deconstruct it for now. This isn't going to erupt for another God knows how long. 23.6 cycles. Which means we've got a little bit of time on our hands. We can go 1, 2, 3 out from there and get rid of that. And get rid of this to there. Okay. That should give us a bit of little leeway to do some stuff and things. Oh, she's getting in every little nook and cranny she can to build that ladder. She's relentless, I give her that. Well done, you. Can't get to it. I'm not going to let you get to it. I want you to wrangle those two up. I've got to stop giving her jobs to do. Then she'll actually go and wrangle them. She'll do it when she's run out of every other job. Might even do it in preference to mopping. Got a feeling she probably will, yeah. Where are you going now? Oh, there. Gonna go and wrangle now. When you've dug that bit. Yeah, because she can't dig through granite. She's lost the ability to dig through granite. So, are you going to go and wrangle now? Really? Maybe. Maybe she's going to go and wrangle at last. Ooh, there we go. There's one getting wrangled. How did you get all the way over there? I like how they're still wrangling the spot they were wrangling at, even though the creature has moved away. We're going to fall down here. Whoa, splat. There you go. Hey. You could have wrangled this dude. Oh, she's doing the suit. Fair enough, I get you. That's why we built this extra couple of ladders, so if the guy falls down, when she wrangled him, she'd be able to collect him. But he's there anyway, so that's fine. What you going to do now? Gonna take this one? Yes, you are. Bag it and tag it. Excellent. What sort of job is that? Is that a critter? Oh, nuts. That is a ranching job. So you need the ranching skill to use the shearing stick. That's unfortunate. Never mind. But at least it contains the problem. So they're not wandering all over the map anymore. Before I skill scrub her? I don't see any more. Nope. Nope. I think we got the lot. And any more will be put in the mini pod anyway, so they'll be automatically trapped. So you can do that. Ellie, repair your suit. By the way, they look away as if it's like, yeah, that's dangerous. And there's an utmost suit there. We'll click sweep on. And how many have we got back in there? We got back up to 24 after shearing these guys. That's not bad, is it? Pleased with that. And it seems like the power lasted overnight. Let's check. This thing is ready to burst. It's got 40 out of 50, so it definitely didn't stop. So if that had stopped, the red bolt depletion would have been like on 20 or something. Tells you if you hover over it how many it makes per cycle. 25 a cycle. So basically it will fire every 2 cycles. We want to try and get all 3 running if we can make enough power. If we can make enough power. Does mean that power wise, this wire can't take another 2 and the space scanner. So we'll need the space scanner. Close and open the doors. Which means we're going to need another butt ton of steel over here. And with that in mind, let's pop back to Lavini. And we will make some more steel. Now, should we trigger this one to be steel? Iron to steel. You can be steel now. What's in there? 19 tons of steel. Sweep that steel. Oh, it's got to go in there, has it? Okay, fine. Oh, that's because that's set to sweep only, is it? Well, we'll untick that. That means all the steel will get swept into there and these 2 will start running overdrive. Yeah, that's because we're down to 27 tons of steel. We want some more made up. Now, this will overheat with both of them running steel like that, so good. Double check. I should come back. That's why we put this lip on the end here. Wanted one on the other end, but we ended up sticking that payload opener there. Right. That should give us some more steel in production. Oh, there goes another bit of steel. Let's go and check the star map and see what we can see. There's nothing from Grosselin though. A few bits of steel heading over there. Let's check Grosselin. See what's going on. There's not much slime, but we did find some slime on the other planet, so we could send it here. That would work. That would be nice. The overpressured hydrogen containment is on 1,845 kilos per tile of hydrogen. That's quite nice. That means whichever one of these is dormant, whichever one is running, or both, can all pump into this area. Fine. And these can pump hydrogen into these 2 hydrogen generators, which could potentially run eternally because these give out more than 100 grams a second on average. And these use 100 grams a second, so they could run permanently, forever, if we needed that much power. This is filling up pretty badly. I'm hoping... Yay! It's now active. The tungsten volcano is back in action. Lovely. Oh, that's nice to know. And there's a little bit of iso resin. I see, is it working its way around? Up and down the 29 degrees. This is now active for 76 cycles. That would be nice. I think we can afford to put that back up to 50 now that's running. So that should mean that quite a lot of resin will flow down. I turned it down because it was only running off the heat from the aqua tuner, but now we've got the added heat of the tungsten volcano. This should be pretty good. It's set to over 130 degrees, which it is. Over 130 degrees in here. There comes our resin, and it's popped into iso resin and making some extra steam. That extra steam turns into gets pumped out by the steam turbines here. Let me change that to that view. There we go. So it goes back down to a reasonable pressure. And that water gets pumped off out into space. Well, into the toilets first, and then into space. This is adding to the power as well. That's nice. And all of that on these few batteries here. But our problem is over here. Is that ice? No, that's a piece of granite. Right, is she shaken yet? Nearly. Shaken, not stirred. Shake it up. Shake it up. Now, I do want to move that back a bit. Do we want to use wolframite up? Let's use the copper ore. I'm going to put 2 there. Well, it's pointless using the copper ore anyway, because we'll still have to use steel at the end. And we're going to move that back by 2. And we're going to move this exosuit forge in by a bit. Let's check the power situation. We'll move that in by 2. There you go, like so. And we'll move that along. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tastes like old boots. Awesome. So that's fired into there. Has that gone up? That's 12% now. Excellent. 12 percentages of doom and gloom. No. Did we put another one there? No, because of the aqua tuner. Didn't bother. Okay, fair enough. Now, how are we doing for keeping everything cool? Coolant is at 16 degrees. That's beautiful. So we'll have to run our cooling loop once she's been shaken up. She has. Let's get her some new skills. We're on the right alley, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we need some digging. We need... I think that's fine, isn't it, for digging? Yeah. I'm in an obsidian, and I think it might be... No, that's abyssalite. So we should be able to dig through now. This, yeah. You can dig through granite now. And we'll drop that down to there. Oh, we might need engineering. What's it called? Can you mop that up, please? It's starting to bug me now. Right. There we go. No, not schedule. Priorities. I want Ellie's priorities. Ellie. Proper Ellie, not the other Ellie. Fake Ellie. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, let's put her tidying up by 1. She's a little bit more likely to do some mopping chores. There we go. Dug through that. That's so it's going to be a lot easier to put this conveyor rail in. There you go. You can just pick up the materials you need and keep working down. Sedimentary. Did I make that out of sedimentary? That's not like me. Pretty much everything's made out of granite around here. Okay. I'm going to get some more and carry on. That's sedimentary? Yeah, it is. Okay. Fair enough. I made it out of it. There's actually liquid carbon dioxide pouring in there. So darn cold. How are we doing for power? This one should be kicking in a minute. Yep. 0.5 cycles will be its first run. And this one will take a little bit longer. Go. Lovely job. Now, there's a nice amount of sedimentary rock up there, so that's useful for us. Means she doesn't have to keep wandering off miles to find it. Would have been better if it was made of granite, because she's had to carve through granite to get there. I don't want to do any more orders until she's mopped this up. I want to get that mopped out of the way. That's a point. Yeah, she did. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to put a bottle emptier right there. That way she can drop the super coolant back where it's supposed to go. There's no power in here. That's a bit, worrying. I know it's not going to erupt for another, God knows how long, 22 cycles. But I like to get it all set up correctly first. There we go. You've done your ladder. Excellent job. Well done, you. Now, please come and mop this up, would you? With the liquid chlorine as well. There we go. That's better. I'm going to deconstruct that one. Deconstruct that one. We're going to deconstruct that one. Where are you going to go? Up? Yeah, I thought so. Get rid of that. That one can go now. Oh, that's so satisfying getting rid of all that junk. Ah. And then do that one after. Do that one after. And build these. They need to be built. And then power. We will replace the large transformer. Right, where are we going to put it? Right up as close as it can go, I suppose. And we'll put that like that. That like that. And that's good. And I think I'll put a little brick right there as well. No, she can't build it. Engineering, electrical engineering skill. I don't think I'll do it just yet. She needs to have been to bed and got her morale needs met. Give her a bit more, a higher morale. Oh yeah, you can build the blocks, but you can't actually build the transformer, I don't think. Put the stuff in it, but you can't actually build it. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful work. We'll place in the dig order. Up to there. And then cancel that. Oh, maximum aptitude. The Somnium synthesizer must be active. Let's pop back to here and go and take a gander. Yeah, it's running. There we go. Look at that. Light range 7, brightness, a lot of lux. Ah, you could actually get power from this. It's well lit. You could put solar panels here. You could actually gain something from that. Analyzing dreams, 22 seconds. Yeah, we don't have enough dupes to constantly supply that. Never mind, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, so you can build a large power transformer, but you can't build a heavy wire unless you've got the skill. That's incredible. Okay. Electrical engineering skill. You can build a power transformer without the skill, but you need the electrical engineering skill to build a wire. That makes a lot of sense to me, doesn't it? Hey? Yes, of course it does. But none. Here comes some more iron out of the system. It's just hitting the right temperature to be released. And it won't matter if these two clash, if this is erupted and this is ejecting and then it gets up here and this is ejecting too. It will all just take its turn until it goes up. It won't make any difference. It's fine. This one's about to erupt. Back in action after many turns of not running. Temperature of this steam is 105 degrees, 110 kilos of it. And temperature should go up nicely enough to kick in those steam turbines. Well, after the inevitable save game. It always kicks in just at the wrong moment, doesn't it? The volcano is going to erupt after how long? And it just happens to be a save game at that exact moment. Typical. Let's have a drink. Erupts in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and kablooey. Out comes some delicious, nice, hot iron, which is coming out at what? 1,400 degrees. And dropped on the line at 1,000 degrees. The steam is warming up. Not surprised. Should warm up at that temperature, shouldn't it? Crikey, that's hot. And within a few chunks of iron, we should have enough temperature for the steam turbines to kick in. There we go. One of them's trying. And some of it's done a full lap now. It's coming through here. It's too hot, so it's going over the bridge. Coming through there, blocking that from putting any more on. And the second one's now active. There we go. This will only put on when there's a space in the rail, so it will keep flowing endlessly. And that is all of the entire eruptions worth put on the rail. So that will just cycle now until it gets down to 128. And it will give us some power. This one's pipe blocked. Ah, that's not good, is it? Oh yeah, I see why. You can run now. Sorry. Sorry. There we go. Now they're both running properly. And the water from them drips right on the extreme edge of the volcano, so it's got to bypass the hottest part of the volcano. And if there is a bit of iron there, if it can't put it all on the conveyor in one go, then that little bit of iron will be getting washed every time this drips out. Oh, that should start charging up the next row of batteries. Yeah, excellent. When are you going dormant? You've still got a little bit of time left. You can go a bit more. Right, we've got to give her that skill, haven't we? Yes, let's give Ellie, who's still selected. We need the electrical engineering skill, and we will need mechatronics again. Yeah, we'll need that to build this rail, I think, so we might as well just do it now. So that can now be built. And power-wise, we want to just connect that in. Oh, it already is. We want to just deconstruct that little piece of, not the insulated tile, the wire, please. Conveyor rail, deconstruct. There you go. You can build that now. You've got the skills. And then we should have enough steel here now to completely just drop this. Let's change it to steel. We're just going to do the whole thing, I think. Like that. We're going to overwrite the wolframite ones as well. Now, up the top here somewhere, we'll give it a direction. So we'll get rid of that piece. And we'll give it a conveyor bridge. Right there. Just there like that. Perfect. And now she's got a ladder there, so it should be nice and easy to build. And we can build a wall. When that's done, we'll build a wall right the way down to here so that that is in a tile for most of its journey. And it may be a case of we go up this way anyway. Yeah, it may be a case that we do that. So we'll come up here, and then instead of going up here and round, we'll come up this way down the back. Yeah, it might be better actually. In that case, I would probably prefer to cancel that one. Build the bridge. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. You know you can do it. Cancel that. And then just like that. Yeah, I'd rather the bridge was down here instead of right on that edge. If we do decide to send it the other way, it's only got to line up with this edge. We could come along here and up. And then into there. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. It will be inside a insulated tile for most of its journey in that case. We can also deconstruct that. That can go. Can all go. Get rid of it all. She's just going to collect all the steel she can find to build these rails now. Once the rails are built, we might just set this to iron and just let it sweep that iron out of the room. I don't think it'll overheat in that time. As long as it doesn't get to the point where it gets damaged. Oh yeah, we're making power here. Making power on this one. Problem is, by putting the liquid pipes right in the centre like that, is the power goes the opposite ways. It's a bit odd. I wish they did it the way they did the signal counter things. So you can put them upside down, but the number still reads the right way up. Even though the counter is upside down. You could have gone round the top way in the first place. You know that, don't you, Ellie? Yes, you do, don't you? I was going to delete these tiles here, but I think in case she drops stuff, might as well just leave it there. She can just get her work done. Awesome. I'm pleased with the progress. We can probably deconstruct these as well. Glass. I think they're only 25 kilos each now because people were deconstructing them and building loads of solar panels. And Clay decided they didn't want that to happen, so made it a lot less. Glass. That you couldn't kind of just nerf it. Yeah, I do want to mop that and that and that out of here. And maybe this patch as well. And that bit there. We shall let her build her conveyor rails first. Oh, she's coming in here to do the glass. Should have known that. She likes a bit of destruction, don't you, Ellie? Yes, you do, don't you, Ellie? Well, while she's busy doing that, let's check out what's going on here. Okay, these still look effective. That's been now extended correctly. And we can probably dig out pretty much all of this here. Just dig right across to there. Dig all of this out. Dig all of that. Dig whatever you can reach, basically. Cancel. No, we'll come back and see what they can't reach. Get rid of that bit there. There we go. You can dig up by 4, can't you? So you can dig all the way up to there. Boom. That'll give you a lot of digging to do. They won't like that very much because they'll get exposed to space. They don't like being exposed. Okay. Awesome sauce. Let's see what the bees are doing while we're here. So we got our 5 bees in this section eating away. There's some nuclear waste that could be cut out. Some dirt there that can go. And we'll see if they can reach some of this stuff to cut it out. That bit of ice can also go. What's that? Rust. That can go. I think you can reach that. So we'll put all that there. How much is in here? 22 kilos. That one's down to. That was 195. Then we'll come through here and we'll check this one. What's that? That's uranium, that's uranium, that's uranium. There's some bleach stone up here. And a tranquil toe. And that was 52 kilos there. Then we come into here and we've got to open this door. Manually, unfortunately, because the automation bit didn't seem to like want to work, did it? Oh no, hang on. Let's not do that. Go back to it. And let's try wrangling a bee tiny up. Unfortunately, I think the only way to wrangle a bee tiny would be to let Ellie have access down here. He is so flipping slow. LE2, you need to be allowed back in. I don't want to watch that procedure because that'll take forever. Once it's wrangled, should we set 2 to be wrangled just in case? No, we'll just leave. No, we will do that because this is on a 9, so this should be a very high priority. All those dig orders are very low, so they should be able to do that job. Ellie will take a very long time to get down there and do that. That's why it didn't get done before. Now we're finally getting this area demolished. That is so satisfying. Very nice. And I do want to dig as well. That section there. So we can empty this water out. There we go. Try and reach what you can. Also, we'll be getting some materials back because some stuff fell down in here. We lost access to it. But now we're finally digging it all out. Now, I was going to dig these 2 out and connect this so that they've got much faster access when they need to have. But let's deconstruct those 2. But it does mean if we do that, actually, no, we'll cancel that one. They were supposed to sweep these wheels down here. They never seem to actually bother doing it. So let's check if there's something wrong with this. Sweetle, lava, and sweetle. No, they're supposed to work. That's supposed to be right. Oh, is this one set to it as well? No, it's not. And they haven't been taking them to the other one, have they? By some weird chance? No, it doesn't appear to be. Okay, so they shouldn't take them anywhere else. I'll wrangle these on an 8. Now let's go and double check what they're doing down here. That one's still got a errand on it. LE2 has got the current errand, but look how slow she is. Because she's got pajamas on. You've got to do it first thing in the morning if you want them to do anything. Because she gets a -8 debuff. -8 because she's wearing pajamas. Pajamas are real bad. They slow you down. Now, once it's wrangled, I don't think it's a ranch job. I hope not. I think it's just a fetch and carry job. That should have an errand on it. Oh, it is a ranching job. Ellie, can you move to here for me? I know you're very slow. If I allow you to go through that door but not back, you should grab that B and move it into there, and then you can go and do your own work. Yeah, she's getting it. Because it's the only job she can actually reach to do. So we can allow her out. And she's carried it into there. There you go. Now you can leave. What was this? That was solid waste, wasn't it? Those 2. I don't know what this is. Carbon dioxide, ice, sulfur. So all of that can go. Whatever can be reached. That can all go, actually, can't it? Yeah, we can build these doors up. Let's do that, and that, and that, and that's uranium ore again, finally. Now if we dig that layer out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll dig one more layer above. Priority that. We'll make that a little bit higher priority than the stuff up in space biome. That way, they're more likely to come and get this done before this bee tiny decides to turn into a beta hive. And it might have been that it didn't decide to turn into one because it was not in the right. There was too much blocking the space. So by digging all this out, I don't know, that affects it. There we go. So we have now got this all connected. That's now connected to the output. That's brilliant. I like that. And That's set to the right temperature. If it gets below 127, that's correct. And we do want a... I'm not sure if it'd let me use it without a duplicate here. But if she's gone by the time this erupts again, and I need to let some water out, I want to put another vent right here so that I can just attach the pipe. And but it might not let me. I'm not sure if it will. Okay, so I do want to move this over to this side. I think that would be a very good idea. Let's dig this section out. Oh, she can't dig it, can she? No, she can't. So that means she definitely needs one more skill. She needs Bissolite mining. Yeah. Now you can do it. Thank you. This still hasn't filled up with power, but at least the others are still full. And this one will come on, so I've got a funny feeling these will fill up slowly over time. Look, they are getting more. Got 2 lines instead of 1. Are we getting there? Got 26 tons of iron here. We have used quite a lot of it. And that way we can build a brick wall all the way down here. We can build a brick wall down this section as well, and then put a fire pole in up here. And that way, if you want to go to this side, you have to go to the fire pole and ladder. Otherwise, you ain't going to get there. This will all be bricked in. Doesn't matter about the abyssalite. I'm not fussed about that. In fact, we might remove this piece. Why not? They don't quite line up. If they lined it up, that's a word. If they lined up better, then I would probably take this in a straight line straight up here. Never mind. They don't. Not necessary to worry about. I want to remove this piece of igneous. Put it in here. Because I like to be able to see the visual amount of liquid that's in there. I can't see it with that chunk in the way, so we'll get rid of it. Then we'll get this material back from the steel here, so we're going to build it up here instead. We go like that. And then put the bridge like we did on this one. Right on the corner there. Oh dear, excuse me. Actually, no. Better idea. Cancel that. No, cancel it. Oh, just going to build it. We'll move it 1 higher, I think. Oh, actually that. Yeah. We'll put it 1 higher, and then that way we can run it up, straight up here and across. That will look much neater. Along there and down. I'm not going to connect it just yet. And then this will go up. Through there and in. Boom. And to make sure this doesn't have a problem, I will put a bridge. Conveyor bridge going down. Now where should we put it? Somewhere here. Just there will be fine. And then that conveyor rail underneath it needs to be deconstructed. And that conveyor bridge needs to be rebuilt ASAP, otherwise we can't get any more steel. There you go. Now you can go to lunch. Fine, go to lunch. Yeah, this is building up with power. It looks a lot more power in there than there was. And this one is dormant for 20 cycles. So we've got a good 2 running at the same time. This one's running for 59 cycles. This one will be going dormant in 5. So yeah, we should have hopefully an average of 2 running at any one time. Give us a bit of power. I think it might work. It might work, Captain. Uh-oh, I think we have a beta hive. We do. That's uranium ore. So that will give us another B, whatever you want to call it, beta thing. Now we could put another door, you know, smack one in straight away right here. That will be a beehive. What's it? Too wide, is it? Not sure if it's going to be that side or that side. So I need to wait until it gets a bit bigger. It's a bit too small. Food supply low. Well, we know the food supply is low. And then we could probably put one in there as well next to it. I'm not sure if it's got 3 wide. Is that classed as 3 wide or 2 wide? 1, 2, 3. No, it's 2 wide, isn't it? That would be... I don't know. That tile and that tile, I think. We'll wait for it to grow a bit bigger. No rush. I do want to replace the floor under it. Actually, I do. Yeah, that's the point. I don't think I'll replace the floor until it's grown a bit bigger. We can actually harvest uranium from space as well, so there's huge amounts of uranium to be had. I haven't finished this yet. What were we going to put in there? Oh, we was going to put the put some petroleum there, weren't we? Yes, we were. Got 2 little pipes here, empty pipes there. These ones were emptied. Oh, there's that's the part. That's what we were going to drip there in the first place. So we'll set that to petroleum. And there should be errands. Yeah, they're low priority, but there are errands. So there we go. We'll just leave that to do its own thing. Next time we come back, we might have a little blob of liquid right here, and then we can set this up and pump out whatever's in there that we don't want. Probably just oxygen. Okay, let's get cracking. Back to our job at hand. Work is being performed by Ellie. Well done, Ellie. Good job, good job. Ah, there we go. You can build that one if you want, Ellie. You know, there's nothing wrong with building the one above you. No, you can do that one. She doesn't want to do it. Right, get that built. Come on, you know you can do it. That bit's done. Leading into there. Yeah, good. Is that wolframite? It is. But fine, wolframite's fine. We'll leave that. Right, excellent. That will go up there and feed into the same system as that. As this will come up here when it erupts, and that will feed into that. We need to add this to it. That'll have to just come across there, I guess. Or we could do it a bit neater, couldn't we? We could leave this piece in and we could run it through here. We come down, run straight through there and up and join all this line here. Yeah, that would probably be better. It would be better if all these batteries were one level further down than they are. But I'm not moving them. No, I'm not moving them. That's not happening. Not gonna happen. Right, we've built that, so let's build the well, we use up all the steel. We'll put that there. Delivering wolframite. Why are you delivering wolframite? That's odd. Did I change it to wolframite? I must have clicked on one of these to copy. And then when I pasted the wrong material because that was supposed to be steel. We're going to get this steel back from this section anyway. And this one will be joined to this one when it's connected. So this steel should come back as well. Ah, thank you for finally building that one. Okay, good. That is all ready. There's just need these 4 built, and then we can actually doing stuff. Where are you going? Getting some more steel, probably. She looks so happy, doesn't she? In her work. Yeah, wolframite, that's what I meant, not steel. Wondered why it was overwriting that tile there, because that tile I thought already steel. It didn't make sense, but I didn't realise what I'd done. Right, so if we snip this off there now, and we connect it in there instead, cancel any overwrites, then all of our materials from that side should go up to there. And we can't get rid of that just yet, but we can deconstruct that to there, please. Yeah, go and get some steel out of the tub. Now, what have you found to make out of steel? What have I missed? Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Build that. That's just in case, because I think there's a lot of water in here, and when that erupts, it might be too much pressure. In order to let some of that water out, that steam out, we might have to do that. It might be too high pressure for the vent. Yeah, you can... Oh, we're on the wrong view. That's why we can't see that. There we go. Reclaiming some steel. Should make our steel go up again. Oh, beautiful. Excellent job. I think it's looking a bit neater in here now. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, and I like the fact that everything pops upwards now towards the duplicate. Where are you off? Where are you off? Going for a break? Crikey. Okay. I want to copy settings on that into there. And get that moved along there. This ice I want moved. No. Yeah, we can move it. Just put it over there. And that ice. Move that over there as well. And that's going to get dropped. We're going to move that back by 2. Yeah. Should work nicely. Did you go to get some more air or something in your suit? Is that what it was? You used up all your air. You need the suit on. It's stupendously cold still around here. And what about this piece of ice? Can you move that as well? And that is now empty, and this has now got... No. That should now be emptied. And that can now be deconstructed. You should automatically move all that over. And then we'll deconstruct that. And we'll remake it. What's it made of? Iron. We'll move that over. Get that conductive wire back. Pop that there. Deconstruct that tile there. Oh crap. Didn't mean to do that. Right. Excellent. So far so good. Place is looking very polluted though, isn't it? We do want to have a bit of a clean up. But we'll do that in a minute. Here, this one's ejecting now. That's why I didn't want to cut this piece off just yet until we've replaced the other wire yet. So, for now, I will snip there. There is a bridge there, so that will continue to work. That can be connected in like that. Then we got this one, joins this one, and all comes up to there to join the opener, payload opener, and it will all come and get dropped in there. Perfect. And we do need a bottle opener, a bottle emptier, I mean. Bottle emptier, not opener. Which we will place just there to drop those couple of buckets of super coolant in with that pool. Keep it together. Then what? What are we going to do next? Right, in order to tidy this situation up. Now, I don't know if we're going to need to open this. It doesn't seem to say that it's blocked or anything. We're on 12%, and this is, what, about to shoot, is it? Yeah. Every 2 days, so that shoots every 2 days. What I'd probably do is I'll wait until that's done 1 day charging, so it's got 25 red bolts for 1 cycle, and then we'll install another one. We'll see if we can manage to power 2. Not entirely sure, but look, this is filled now, so we definitely have the potential to add even more to the loop. We might as well build as many batteries as we can, that way we can store as much power as we can. We're not wasting any. Much power as we can possibly store. Ah, this one's erupting. And that should generate a bit of steam in here soon, hopefully. Come on, we need the steam, otherwise this is going to overheat. I might actually turn that off. Or mineral. Refined, yeah, turn it off for now. Just let that turn to steam first. Otherwise, this will overheat and we'll have to crack back in here to repair it. And if we just allow this to erupt a couple of times, it will eventually turn this to steam. It's 91 degrees, all this water. Well, this water up this end is. So it might manage to make some steam next eruption. Yeah, because this is a vacuum. And everything will overheat in a vacuum. We don't want that. Once it's steam, it will stay steam forever. There, that's fine. This will just sit there as steam forever until it next, erupts in, whatever it is. 20 odd cycles. 28 cycles or something. But this one's the same. We don't want to really set that to iron until this is full of steam. It might take a couple of days for it to run before that happens. So now I want to do what I was suggesting earlier. We deconstruct that. We bring this down by another one there. Maybe there like that. How are we doing this? No. There's no point building that one. No point building that one there. And then we'll go to shipping. Conveyor bridge. We'll build a bridge over this tile because that's where the pole's going to be. Make it face the correct direction, please. Yeah, like that. Ah, it moved. It moved. It wasn't me. It moved. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. There we go. Build that, please. And then we'll build this down. We'll make it out of steel, though. But we are running low on our steel supplies. There we go. That's done. Check the star map. Oh, there's an unidentified flying object there. And I think we've sent all the steel that was going to be sent has been sent. So we might need to send some more. Yeah, this conveyor rail is empty. And what's left in the machine? 17 kilos. Well, that ain't much, is it? So let's set that to... Crikey, we used all that, did we? Well, we're close to being done. So what we do is just send... 2,000? Yeah. 2,000 kilos of... miscellaneous. No. Right, there we go. We can send another 2k. We've got 36 tons going. Let's go and check on our... Yeah, these are running a bit flat out, aren't they? Let's Let's let that cool down a bit, shall we? Yeah, they're running flat out. They're not going to be able to drain the temperature very well, and then the refinery will explode and drop its liquid everywhere again, which I don't want it to do. Awaiting coolant, awaiting materials. Yeah, what's your coolant like? Temperature wise, 217. What's this one? 205. Yeah, running both of them in here is probably a bad idea at any one time, unless we made it bigger and stuck another turbine in there, which we could have done. No, we didn't, so back over. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we can set that to supercoolant. We just got to remember to make sure we don't leave that set if we send any more supercoolant over. How much steel do we have? Right, now there is a way of doing this, which this won't eject for a little while. So if we hadn't got rid of this piece, we could have reclaimed this bit. We could have left that connected. But I think we're just going to have to go for it and deconstruct all of this. Oh, never mind, we're just going to deconstruct. From there, all of that is going. We'll keep that bit there, and that bit's all going. And then this bit all has to go as well. Which means that sat on that rail won't be able to go anywhere for a little bit. It won't be allowed. Even if it cools down to the right temperature, it won't be allowed out of the system because the conveyor rail is broken. But that's fine. He's just bringing up the supercoolant, and now she should start demolishing. It should give us a bit of steel back to use. There we go. There's our steel quotient. And it should start going up as soon as the computer realizes. There we go. Went up. There you go, wires, no, not wires, conveyor rails are being dismantled. Hopefully we'll get the other one in, but I don't know if we'll be able to get it in before she goes to bed. So I think this lot will be ready to be ejected, and it won't be able to be because we won't have built the relevant wire, well, conveyor rail yet. I don't want a wolframite. No, I do not want wolframite. I want that linked across. Like that. Come on, deconstruct. I want to see what I'm doing here. This is steel as well. And I want to connect that in. Get rid of that bridge. Excellent, thank you very much. It's all that. I think we just got to put one piece in, or a bridge. I think we'll just put a piece there like that. Can you do that one first, please? Come on, let me click. Very laggy in that view. There we go, you got everything done. Let's put this on a higher priority. Get that one built first. Can you reach that even? I'm in doubt. Let's build a ladder there, please. Should do the ladder now. That's the most important. Yes, please. Thank you. Now that should work. Now this one's connected to the system, so that can eject. Up there. Now you can reach that Little job there first so that I can connect that properly and delete any overwrites. Excellent, thank you very much. Now I can cancel anything there that I don't want to do. Right, so that's good. This will then be redirected through here and connect into this one. Even though there's a bridge on it at this end, I think I'd prefer a bridge just here. I won't connect the bridge directly to that tile, I would connect it to here. That one can be deconstructed. I know there's a bridge all the way over there, but I'll put another one here, I think. I'm going to cost anything. Make sure it's going the right direction. And there we go. Is there a piece there of conveyor rail? Yes, there is. Means that can be connected in like that. Yep, there's no other wires being built over, or rails, should I say. And there we go. Now we've just got to add the cooling loop, and this place is pretty well. We might have to add more batteries. We'll not have to, but want to. Ugh. We got a nice battery bank going here. This is awesome. Yeah, we might want to send some more coolant over. Where's the coolant go at the moment? Liquid nowhere at the moment. We'll connect that into there so it goes in our tank, because our tank is currently empty. I will send over some coolant. Can't you build pipes? Unreachable build? No, it's not. Oh, she's gone to bed, that's why. Unreachable from a rocket. I put a poke shell in there. I think they will, yeah, we'll get angry. We'll just print some algae. There we go. That's suddenly decided we don't have enough for it, but we do. There you go. 1,315. It's recalculated. Who's got entombed? Oh. What's that tile underneath? Cancel that then, don't dig that one. Now, they can't climb up. They can climb from this door onto this door, so they can literally build 3. But if you want to go any higher, you they can't climb from that one to that one to that one and use it like a ladder. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. You can put ladders up, and then they can just come straight into here and build that one. The ladder. Even though that seems a bit stupid, we'll do that. And that should be able to be built. Yeah, we'll make that a very high priority. Well, not maybe that high. But yeah, this is now fully grown. That's awesome. I like that. Gonna have an awful lot of uranium, refined uranium from these guys. That's why I'm not pressuring to sort of like dig it all up, put it in put like a whole row of them, and you know, because we really don't need to. There's a bee tiny. Why are you sat still, bee tiny? Oh, there you go. Oh, that should get done. I want to go onto this door and revoke Ellie's access again, because we don't need her to do anything anymore. We've got these guys. There is Doug. Yep, that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might just you know, brick in this floor. It just seems to make sense because it's all ice biome anyway underneath. If we make it out of mesh tiles, then any horrible stuff can just drip down, can't it? What materials do we have hanging around? Rust. Solid nuclear waste. It's a wolframite. Alright, well let's make it out of wolframite. Can we make it out of wolframite? Yes, we can. We're just going to come along here, straight away along there. It doesn't really make any difference to me. Because this is all like just an ice biome. It's not actual like useful uranium ore. We'll just do that. That can be done when it's done. No rush. Okay, so let's go back to Frigilia and see what's going on here. This is now ejecting. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's ejecting all the way across the map. Look at that. There was a lot waiting to go, wasn't there? That's going to go up there. This will all be inside tiles eventually. This bit won't necessarily be inside tiles, but we can't do much about that. We've got to get it from that side to this side somehow. So there you go. The last little chunk has just been evacuated just in time for this to erupt again. Lovely. That's perfect. That's what you wanted to set this temperature to time it perfectly to run. This is ejecting, so we might get some steam in here now. Excellent. Now we have steam. Now we can enable that to refined metal. There we go. You can start sweeping. Now you've got some steam. You can start sweeping. And that should start kicking in these two when that steam temperature gets up a bit. Now, what's the steam temperature? 110, 111. Yeah, the iron's very hot. So that steam should get a bit hotter, shouldn't it? What have we got in here? Come on. You know you want to. Once it starts cycling around 2 or 3 times in the same spot, that's when the temperature should spike up hot enough. Steam, 112. Actually getting colder. Yeah. Come on, you know you want to. Steam needs to get to 120, but there's quite a lot of pressure in here of steam. Once it starts running, though, I think it'll be all right. All of this stuff's got to dump its temperature. We'll leave that alone and let it get on with it. I'm also going to build a container. I want a container storage bin right there, please. Put that there. We got any power around here? Can we nick a bit of power off this wire? Probably. I'm just going to bring it out to there and down to somewhere down here. Not urgent, but you know, we'll do it. We'll do it. Then I want to build this fire pole. We're going to make it out of mostly wolframite, probably. Yeah, you can build it there. And what this is going to be is I'm going to put a sweeper here and delete this corner tile and see if we can sweep out that bit of salt. I'll set that to sweep only. Consumable or salt. There you go. Do those first. There we go. Lovely job. Well done, Ellie. And while you've got the ability to build auto sweepers, we'll put one right there, I suppose. It won't be working for very long. It'll just snatch that bit of salt out and put it in this bin. Ha ha ha. Wolframite fire pole going in. And that should be set to repair Atmo suit forever on a high priority, yeah. Because there might be worn Atmo suits sat there that I haven't bothered repairing, which would be bad, because then she'd have to come out without an Atmo suit on to repair it. I don't really want her to do. deconstruct that corner, please. I think that's in the right spot to go through there and snatch that out. Yeah, she's coming back again now. Come on. Deconstruct that corner. Thank you. That's all I wanted you to do. Your service is no longer required. We can deconstruct. We can deconstruct if I click the right button. That again. Thank you very much. That can go. Deconstruct you. And replace this tile. Or anything bad happens. There you go. The sweeper actually helped load it up. That's perfect. Thank you, sweeper. Right. That got that annoying chunk out of the corner, didn't it? Oh, is it bothering anyone else or just me? Probably just me. Ah, there we go. Lovely. I like it. Excellent. Tidied up. We'll put away and then we'll build a wall here when we're done the fire pole, I think. We'll do the fire pole first. We might build a second fire pole if we've got enough material to build it with. That's it. Come on then. Build it up. Finally put the fire pole in when we've actually finished working here near us, damn it. We've still got to put the cooling loop in down here. But that's a good day's work. We've done nice things here. I'm pleased with that. That will come out of this tank. It will come along. Come down the same rail there. Why not? Come through there. And come back up here to join there again. I don't like having the tile turn right on the point where it's got to do the cooling. But I think that's fine. Ah, this is now steam. 110 yep, that's fine. That's all swept out. That's a pool of steam. Now I didn't notice if that actually triggered a run. 116 kilos per tile pressure, so that's fine. I think this one might be a little bit too much. Yeah, we'll sort that out when it erupts. It'll take a while. So I want this done first. Do the fire pole first when you wake up. Yeah, do that fire pole first. I think all that liquid has gone now. That's all been swept up. There's a bit of chlorine liquid there. We'll just empty that in situ. Dump it on the floor. We don't need that. That can now be turned off. Make sure that is grayed out and suppress it. I'll leave the bottle empty there. This one I'll do a similar thing with. And then suppress. There. So that we don't have to look at the annoying icons on it. And I think we'll get rid of this automatic dispenser. You can go. Now if we're going to brick up most of this area, I think a lot of this area is never going to melt because it will just be behind, you know, insulated tiles. But, you know, I think it's worth. When's that going to erupt? I want to see if these actually kick in and start running this time. This is all steam, isn't it? Yes, it is. Good. That should be totally self-sufficient, but I think we need more batteries. I think we're not. We're wasting power. We're getting power from this. Getting power from these two for a little while, not much longer. They go dormant, but this one's still power going for another 56. That one's going for another 72. So I think we could massively increase our battery bank if we wanted to. And we can build the batteries out of iron. So it's not like it's a problem getting the material to build the batteries out of. I think we'll try and just leave as much of this material in place as possible. So it can just melt by itself when it's ready. So as I said, I want the polluted out of the sections. So there is a liquid there, but it'll be hopefully just clean water. Yep, that's all working well. There's lots of iron coming up, being dropped into there to be cooled down. And we will send that up here to be fired off into, sent back to Lavini to do some work. Let's make sure this... Oh, see, these have cooled down a bit now. We'll turn that one off. You can use that one to do a different metal. But if you're making iron to steel, it's just going to make so much heat. That's not good. Right, that's still running okay, is it? 1800 cycles of this door. Yep, we're looking okay. Going down. Uh-oh, that's not going down at all. That's going up. This isn't running fully powered then, is it? It can't be. Because if they were running fully comp, that should be running properly. And it isn't. Let me just pause that a second. What I'm going to do... Now, I know I've still got the other tool. I reinstalled it. But you can do this with the in-game disconnect. You just have to do them one at a time. I'm going to try running it through like that instead. And we'll have to... That can flow that way. Those two can flow that way. Those can flow that way. Those can flow that way. And those can go there. And then I'll cancel any overwrites. Come on, let me pick cancel. Now, liquid-wise, that should have all emptied. Or nearly emptied. There we go, that's now emptied that one. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. And this one should empty pretty soon. Being fed from 3 different directions, so it's taking a little bit longer to fully empty. There we go, that one's done. Makes its turns. And then that one. I think it was something to do with the way I was feeding it in. This should basically be running all the time and not stopping. And it isn't working all the time and not stopping. Some of them are going just for a brief moment, generator idle. I think that's what's causing the problem. Because this should easily be keeping up with how much we're producing. So we are going to actually lower this again. We're going to lower it to 7,000. We should be producing, we should be using 10 kilos per second. We should. That needs to be disable auto repair. Yeah, okay. So now, this should not be doing that. It should just be consuming the entire packet. Ah, that's interesting. It may be a case of we use one pipe to feed, say, 2 of them, and we use this pipe that does the rockets to feed the other 2. I don't really want to do that, but I think it might be a good idea to... We could do it from this one here. This one comes up. That's sending petrol over to and this one is sending petrol to these tanks. So we could put that up and just maybe run 2 of them or 1 of them from this side here. Put a bridge over. Put a bridge over without going in there, I think. That's wrong though. That should be using 2 kilos each from a 10 kilo pipe. That should run 5 perfectly. Now the other way of doing it would be potentially to come up and pipe each one individually. Well, I guess that's how we were doing it. So that still wasn't working right. Oh well. We'll see if we can place that in without going in there, because that door is locked. Could be. Back to the plan. Insufficient Atmo suit. I can suppress that now. That's definitely been built. And we've used up every scrap of wolframite that she's managed to find, so we'll have to use a different material now. Yeah, we can't build any more out of wolframite. And what are you doing now? You're doing that instead because this is unbuildable. So we'll cancel that. And we'll place one steel one right there, please. Then we shall build it out of... we've got a little bit of gold amalgam. We can build 1, 2, 3 and 4. Got a little bit of copper. We can go 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough, is it? No, one more. 7. There you go. And then the rest, if we want to build any more, we'll have to make it out of steel. That's pretty much everything we used. Can't build it out of iron, even though we got butt tons of iron. No, can't build it out of iron. Not allowed. But we can build batteries out of iron, and I think that's the way we're going to go. I do want to do a mop job right there, please. Can you go and mop that? Will you mop that? Because that is a much higher priority, and you have had your priorities altered a little. You might change your mind and go mop. No? No. Build orders are still more important than mopping. Okay, I'm with you. Nobody wants mop. Nobody enjoys mopping, do they? Oh, maybe they do. No, she's going to go and do the pipe more. Okay. Right, Lavini it is. I don't want to mop up all that water, that's the problem, you see. Right, there we go. That has been built. We could build an extension pipe. There. Please build that. Okay, good job. This is being fed over to here. This is refilling the tank. That's now disabled by the automation, which comes from there, which comes from there. Petrol. Yep, it goes from there. And there is a little bit of water down here. That actually needs mopping. Yeah. Don't mop that side, but you can mop this side. We cancel that mop and mop there. It will clear that bit under the door. That should work. Excellent job. We do need to fire some more, what's it called over? Phosphorite. Where did you find phosphorite? There's more phosphorite in here now. Where did that come from? That's interesting. We must have found some from somewhere. Ah. This has all been redone. And the beta hive is still active, so that's good. I'm tempted to put doors either side of it and do that, but yeah, I don't think we need to. How much have we got in here? Enriched uranium, 775.4. Yeah, that's reasonable. I'll keep going. And there is conveyor rails full of sulfur getting sent over next door, so that's coming from the sulfur mine, volcano. And we're pumping small amounts of water just to keep this down temperature wise. So I've just got to keep my eye on this that it doesn't get too low. I want it to get too low. Turn that up to 28, couldn't we? Doesn't need to be quite that cold. But the good thing about that means that this volcano erupts at 30 degrees. But the plants will only handle up to 30 degrees. So if it gets any hotter from anything around it, the plants will all stifle. So but just by dripping in a tiny amount of the cold, you can keep that running sweet nicely. La 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 la. Oh, it's getting a lot of work doing in here. Why aren't you doing it? Too busy messing around with the bleeding fertilizer to actually harvest. What's this priority at? That priority is... Let's check the priorities of the plants. Well, let's turn the priorities of the plants to an 8. It's more important to harvest the plants than to make fertilizer. Yes. Good job. Because then they can get growing again instead of sitting there. That's it. Sweep out that bog jelly. Feed it to the tree. Speaking of feeding it to the tree, I do want to come and check and see if this liquid level's going down. It is. That's nice. Let's check the automation. It is plenty hot enough. It's 147 degrees. That's a good break. And that means that we could potentially come back and add some more sections to this thing. That's just triggered. This one will trigger in a bit more, and that one will trigger a bit later, and that one will trigger a bit later. We put 3 more triggers in there. And this liquid is just about to drip out of there and turns immediately into iso resin, which is swept out. And we don't cycle it round, we just sweep it out, because otherwise it turns to naphtha. We just sweep it out and cool it down in here instead. And this seems to have worked really nicely. It would be nice to come back and change this for supercoolant. But we can't send supercoolant over because it will get dripped into here and mix with the petrol and just flood everywhere. Disaster. We're not going to do that yet until we send a duplicant. Ellie, over there to do the work. Right, this is getting done. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, wasn't it? Send some more supercoolant. And the way we do that, we're doing it manually at the moment. We don't need to automate it. We don't need that much supercoolant. We do need some. I will let that go. We'll let it flow. Yeah, I don't know how much we want. I want a little bit in the tank after that loop has filled. I think we've got enough to do the loop, so whatever we're sending now is just basically going to fill the tank. There we go, it's flowing over nicely. It will flow into there and get fired off where we want it. Awesome sauce. Go back to... I want to leave that connected for too long, but I do want to see what's going on over here. Did that mop job get done? No, I would like that mop job to be... Oh, crap. That's bad. Wondered where that was coming from. That's got to go back into there. Don't do that. How much have we got left, steam pressure wise? Oh, we've got 72, 73. No, we're okay. I think we're all right. That has got the aqua tuner in it as well. So got to bear in mind that, because these have got to cope with this erupting and that running occasionally at the same time. Let's go back to Lavini and cut that pipe. How much have we put in there? It's not even reached there yet. What are you panicking? Oh, kablooey. We came at the right time to see a bit of fireworks. Nice. Can you shoot... what happens if one of those gets hit? Ah. Boom. That's shooting into space and it doesn't seem to care about meteors. Not in the slightest. That's good. That's uncommonly kind of you. Kaboom! Awesome. Look at that. Right. This is good. We are sending some over. We will snip the liquid pipe now. And we are virtually... Oh, come on. Snip. There we go. We'll send all that over. Well, most of it. Go back to fridge. Make sure this pipe is connected. Yes, it is. So it will all go into this tank. And then we can add it to the cooling loop and just fill this tank up with it afterwards. Ah, lovely. Now, we also need to replace a few pipes here. Oh, we can't because she hasn't done them yet. You know, we'll just let her finish what she's doing. And if we add any more rows here, we'll have to wiggle the cooling loop around those as well. Well, we will add some more rows. What am I talking about? We're gonna. We make iron, and we can make smart batteries out of iron. So, yeah. We're going to use some of that iron and make a bunch of batteries. Maybe we can have 3 of these running. Who knows? On 13% progress. Not bad. Terrible, but it's not bad. That's terrible. Okay, it's terrible then. All right. We're connected. No, it's not. Okay. Wicked. Perfect. I like it. Sweet. I do want to put a ladder there. Because that makes sense. Oh, what is that mop errand on? Errand low priority. Can you build that? Mop that, please. There's brine there that needs to be swept out. And we've turned off all the picture thingies. What's it called? We'll put a bottle emptier down here. That way we got somewhere to dump all the liquids we don't want. There we go. You can do that when you can be bothered. I don't want to put it there and drip it down here because then it'll just land back on here again. Not what I want. I would like some more water up here though. So I might put a tile there. Once that tile's built, we'll just move a stack of ice to there from somewhere. We'll find some stack of ice somewhere and put it there. Right, she's coming down to build this. We can set that to brine and all sorts of things. Well, probably just set it to most liquids. I don't want certain liquids put here. Liquid oxygen. I don't want petroleum there. Polluted water, yeah. Resin, no. Salt water, no. Supercoolant. Liquid uranium. No, no, no. Brine, chlorine, crude oil, yeah, whatever. All the others can go in there, and we'll put that up by 1 so that when she's got nothing to do, she can go do that. Now we'll make sure all this gets prioritized up. He actually gets it done. Beautiful. I like it. Deconstruct this bit here. Those 2. And dig that section there. Go over to and see what's going on. Anything been dug out? Oh, look at that. They've dug what they could reach. That's pretty impressive. I'm pleased with that. Now, is this on falling material? That's regolith. That will fall, so this plant will die. That's clay. That might stay. That one might stay. I think they'll get overheated when the vent opens anyway. What material have we got to build out of that's nearby? Sedimentary rock, probably. Yeah. We'll just grab a ladder. We'll make it sedimentary rock. We'll just run it straight along here like that. They can dig 3 down. And they can dig 4 up from there. So they should be able to get pretty much all of this. What's that made of? Regolith. That should drop. That's good. And this bit should drop. That bit has already dropped. There's a couple of these tiles have got waterlogged. You can see the water in them. I go to liquids. Yeah, you can see some of these have got waterlogged, but we can do something about that. You can brick the tile in with a solid tile and then re-brick it with a airflow tile again. That should sort that issue. And the door is open. It's just sent the food. Doesn't need to be open that long, does it? Boom, closed again. And that should mean that they can eliminate most of this. We'll place a, let's make it out of sedimentary again. Place a ladder there and maybe there. One there. Oh, I'll go two. I'll go 1, 2 there. Be able to reach most of that. One there and that can go and that one can go. And I also want some ladders just up to there so that we can examine it. I don't know if we've got anyone here that can examine it. But yeah, when they can reach it, they can examine it, can't they? Let's check what's in here. A Drecklet, another one. Well, we'll get that over the other place. Get it here. Here's a blueprint, Drecklet. Print. There you go. Job done. Yeah, we're getting a bit more power out of this one because this one is got a bit less steam in its pressure. We might want to do that deliberately. Let a bit of this pressure out so we get a bit more power. Especially on these three because they don't have the aqua tuner in. That one's probably the one that needs the more pressure because that's got the aqua tuner in it. You run the cooling loop. There you go, Ellie. I know it's all heavy pipes and stuff. It's going to take a while. And we should be getting some deliveries. Oh, we've already had deliveries. Look, there's a supercoolant in here. We've definitely had some deliveries. Deliveroos. But the only real way to make it build up in the pipe is to actually snip it for a little while and let it build up in there and leave an empty space. Get that to finish. There we go. Good job. And there, good job. There, good job. And that one. Now we could bridge this onto the pipe, and then as the empty spaces come through, this will automatically fill them. But then it won't end up in this tank. It will just run smoothly without it being in there. So I would rather connect that to the system. Allow that to flow out, and then snip this for a minute. Just allow that to empty into the system. It will take a bit of time because it has to go one and then the other and then the other. Meteor to meteor. No. There we go. It's going down. We might even get some more delivered while we're waiting. There we go. What are we on here? 14%. That's not bad, is it? We will need more steel, I think, sent over. Unless we make some ourselves. Ellie can make some. Let's check how much food she's got left. Oh, she's got tons of food. What are you on about? 74 kilos of berry sludge. That has finished filling that. Let's check the liquid situation. That's all done. What have we got left? 31 kilos of supercoolant. So we changed that to 31 kilos. We change the target back to Fragilia. It should activate, shouldn't it? 31 clear. Change. That trigger you for running? Flooring, 43. Oh, it hasn't got enough red bolts, even though that's done. Doesn't actually have enough red bolts to fire. Okay, fair enough. They're getting a bit stroppy because they're getting a lot of sun while they're digging this out. And they're going a bit green because this thing's probably pretty bad, isn't it? We'll cancel that for a minute. Have a break. Have a break. Run away. Go on. Go. Go. Okay. We need to dig. Yeah, we'll dig this much. We'll dig all of that out. Dig all up to there out. That out, and that out, and that out. There we go. You can all be dug. Deconstruct. That one. You gonna dig those out? Yep, you are. Can you dig that? Come on. Yeah, we'll let them recover and then we'll dig a bit more of that because that is quite high. There. Pretty bad. I want to let this water out. This water needs to come out. This section. I'm going to come out of this section if they don't dig it. Let that water out, please. We can finally get that section done. Excellent. Well done, you. They're a bit green, aren't they? Yeah, feeling a little bit peaky, are you? Now, once this water level goes down, this should actually drain. Once they dug some of this out. Oh, it's time for food. Go on in, go and have food. Get away from this nasty wrecked satellite. Oh, you could rummage them as well. I didn't notice. Did I rummage this one? Ah, you can't rummage it because there's no floor, probably. Oh, that one hasn't got a floor either. Maybe I did. I do want to get another one of these sweetles down here, but they never seem to bring them down. Critter. Weedle. So what we'll do is we'll get an egg. Probably get an egg. We'll find an egg. We'll dump an egg here. That'll be a good idea. We'll dump an egg there. Dispenser. Put that there. I'll remember when I see that dispenser, I'll set it to critter egg. And dump it there. Oh, there's a baby one. There's a bit of his parent. Oh, that didn't work, did it? That didn't mop up that water. Oh well. Buzz back to here, and I think we saved them. They probably could have gotten serious problems if we hadn't have stopped that dig order. And what have we got in here? 114 kilos of pressure. Yeah, I'm thinking we could let some of that water out and drip it somewhere. Oh, we've got to reconnect this before we have issues. Things start overheating. You can flow again, but is this pipe now built? It actually is, so let's just run it the new route. Actually, no, that wasn't supposed to go like that, was it? No. Wasn't going to. We're going to now, because I just want to get it flowing. Actually, I'm not going to get flowing how I want it to. Yes it will. Yep, we'll do that and we'll connect it there and then it will flow. Right, and then what we're going to do probably is bring this out here. Yeah, we'll bring that out to there. Then we'll drop it down into there. Do that. You build that. Oh, she's going to bed again. Spent 2 seconds looking at a different place and she's off to bed again already. Right, so we'll allow that to flow around that way and in. That'll change a little bit, not much. And I'll snip this off in case there's another one due to arrive. I don't think there is. I think we've got it all. All that we sent anyway. I think we're going to need some more. Yeah, I think we're going to need some more. We're also going to take an iron radiant pipe and pop it right there and right there and right there, smack in the middle of each one. Hopefully some of this ice will melt when this starts all running, and it will get a bit of liquid to help transfer the temperature around. What else? What else? We'll build more battery banks. We've built the fire pole a bit. We can build it the rest of the way out with steel, I guess. Just to there for now. I think we'll be fine. I was going to build another fire pole this side, but as we can't build it out of iron, which I think is ridiculous, but never mind. Cooling loop, here it comes. And that is nearly 3 hours, so I will be winding up in a moment. Few mementos. Let it have a save game. If you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to drop a like and a subscribe if you can. I'd appreciate it very much. If you're watching this on VODs later on as well, then maybe you could consider hitting the follow button. That'd really help a fella out. Thank you very much. Let's let her finish this pipage though. Want to do anything? Want to cancel that overwrite there. That doesn't need to happen. This is granite. This should still be granite, shouldn't it? No, it's igneous. Why is it igneous? I don't know. I must have clicked on an igneous pipe or something. Doesn't need to be like that. There we go. Beautiful. Get some work done. This tank is pretty darn full. It's at 24 degrees, which is lovely. But there's a lot of empty space, so we're going to hope that comes around very quickly. Where are you? Where's the liquid got to? Oh, it's going around there. Okay, fair enough. We'll see how much we've got left once that's full. Where's she off now? Oh, she's building that, is she? No. Getting igneous. Oh, I built it out of igneous. I think I must have clicked one of these original pipes that I made out of igneous ages ago. Come on, you can do it. Then what we'll do is we'll snip that there, and then we can get rid of that ladder. There, just the ladder. We'll run that pipe like that. Reconstruct that bit. And I'm going to cancel these because this is annoying. Very slow. Put it out of granite. Much quicker. Wandering around all over the place trying to find materials to build out of. Yeah, so if we do that, yeah, we should be able to sort of empty some of this steam pressure out next time the volcano erupts in 53 cycles. Crikey. This one runs for much longer though, doesn't it? 60 cycles now, yeah, I think. No, yeah, do all of that. And we'll go plumbing. Good vent can go right there. I want to build this pipe first. Get that set up correctly before I go. Come on, you can do it. Messing around. Get it done. do that one. Where you going? Oh, you pain in the arse. Yeah, do that one. Come on. Now we'll pause it. We'll connect it there. We'll snip that there and we'll cancel that overwrite. And now that can flow around that way. We'll connect it. We'll make sure that we're not overwriting anything. Now it can flow around that way. And we will have to send over some more. I don't think there's enough in this tank. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think we will. Now I've got no spaces in it at least. So the only space is this piece here that we created. Yeah, she's now taking liquids and dumping them in here because she's literally got nothing left to do. That is my key. I thank you all for watching and catch you next time. Cheers.